The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
Since it is about the HR department, I mean, this is a closed loop intelligence. And again, this is unique. This does not exist. Most other platforms tell you there's a problem with employees, maybe it's morale, whatever. Crafty Labs Intelligence can identify the issue and then connect the HR person directly to a solution through our experiencing.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Evan Gappelberg. He is the CEO of Nextech3D.ai. And Evan, it's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. Great to be back, Steve.
Yeah, so the company had really interesting news today announcing a pilot program for something called KraftyLab Intelligence. So explain this one to me, Evan. It's an interesting one.
It is. It is. Most workforce intelligence platforms start with surveys. We start with engagement. Our platform is already facilitating workshops, team building, leadership development, employee experiences. And so it gives us access to significantly richer data and better insights than a standalone survey company. So we're actually adding the surveys to the platform. And so, most platforms that do the surveying, and by the way, there's a number of them that do hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue in just surveys. They tell you there's a problem. Crafty Labs Intelligence can identify the issue through the surveys and then connect organizations directly to solutions through our platform. And so it's this all-in-one solution that is unlike anything in the market today. And we actually feel that it's going to disrupt a very large market. We think we're going to gain market share very quickly.
Was there a need for this, or people are asking for something like this with all this data, or is this something that the company thought, we have this data, here's a way to potentially monetize it?
Well, the data is actually being collected through, well, so Crafty Labs, we're, an experiential platform. What we did not have was the surveys that go out after an event, or you send a survey, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? I mean, I'm just using but you send surveys to your employees to take their pulse. How are you doing? you know how are things, right? And these surveys now are going to be part of the Crafty Labs platform. And unlike the other surveying platforms, we have this whole, what do I do? Okay, I got this survey. It told me my employees really could use a team building activity. Well, Crafty Labs already does that. It tells so it's not just like telling them what's happening. It's telling them now, hey, select from our list of activities so that you can bridge the gap with your employees. And here's the real key for our investors. The competitive advantage really isn't the survey technology. It's the combination of customers, which we have already, engagement, which happens already on our platform, the data, the AI, and the outcome. So we already have the engagement layer. Now we're adding the intelligent layer, and that's what makes this so compelling. We believe we could scale significantly faster than a typical startups, with just the new launch of software. And so it's a very big announcement. I'm not sure our investors understand, but we think there's millions of dollars in the next 12 months that we're going to be able to generate software dollars off of this technology. And that's why we're excited about it.
And just really quickly on the leader's point of view, I would imagine that being able to sort of encapsulate what employees are thinking is so important about, as you mentioned, being able to say, okay, our employees need a break at this particular time, or this is a heavy time for this. That kind of data is so valuable to a boss or a CEO of a company, and also through the HR department.
It is, and it is about the HR department. I mean, this is a closed loop intelligence, and again, this is unique. This does not exist. Most other platforms tell you there's a problem with employees, maybe it's morale, whatever. Crafty Labs Intelligence can identify the issue and then connect the HR person directly to a solution through our experiencing. So it's AI coaching, AI workshops, engagement programs. So we're not just providing the insight, it's an end-to-end solution. And it gets more valuable as it gets used, Steve. And that's, the other piece. It's this flywheel effect. And if you think about the biggest companies, Apple, for instance, they didn't win because, they've been selling iPhones. Apple won because it built an ecosystem that has now become something that everybody I depend on, right? It's smarter, more valuable with every user interaction. It knows my playlists. My phone has all my data on it. So we think Crafty Labs Intelligence has the potential to become the intelligence layer for workforce engagement, connecting data, insights, experiences, and then have the actionable event on one platform. That's really what we're building here, Steve.
All right, we'll leave it there. KraftyLab Intelligence. Thanks, Evan. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, Evan Gappelberg, the CEO of Nextech3D.ai.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors, or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.